Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So if you're wondering, you're like, where are you at? Well, guess what, guys? We have been in Dubai for the past week now. We were attending the COINFLARE event. We were attending the Bitcoin Mania event in Abu Dhabi. We met a bunch of amazing people, made some connections. And so tonight, we're going to be recording a little macro and micro update on the markets in the auxiliary studio in the Moon Studio with the beautiful backdrop of the Dubai city. But first, guys, before we get into it, this is going to be a short update, but we want you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell to be notified when we make these videos, because it's very important that you guys are getting updated on this very crucial information. But first, let's get into what is happening with Bitcoin, because we are basically currently breaking out and weirdly in a ascending wedge. And usually, if we were in a different type of market structure, this would be breaking down and tend to break down and go bearish when we are in a ascending wedge. But because of the nature of what's been happening in our administration, especially in the United States and just around the world, that people are getting super bullish on crypto. We have all of these nation states that are basically taking the plans of what, El Salvador has done, what Argentina has done, Bhutan, adding Bitcoin to their strategic reserve. And now it is going to be on January 20th signed into existence that we are going to be accumulating in the United States a crap ton of Bitcoin. So what is that going to do? Well, you could say that this month, because of the nature of how the 4-year cycles have operated, and now that we are in the halving cycle for this year in 2024, the halving was in April. Okay. So when you think about the halving cycles, you think about the time trajectory of when we've had the highest peaks. It's 500 days or so after the halving. And we've only been 200 days or 230 days after the halving. So if you can do some figuring, do some pattern recognition, then you would be able to see that we're not even close to topping out for this cycle. Not even close, guys. So I'm curious of where we're going to be in December, because if you look at historical data from the previous halving years and the recovery years of the Bitcoin halving cycle, we have seen anywhere between 40% moves to the upside, 50% moves to the upside on average for the monthly returns on Bitcoin. So now currently we're sitting at 10% on the December movements, and I think we could actually be going to where we have gone previously in the past, going to a 45% average or 50% average on the Bitcoin price, which would actually bring us to this target of 128,000 a lot quicker than you guys might think. And the way we're measuring this is just going from basically the bottom here at 67,000 and seeing that this could be the actual target for Bitcoin. So if you're wondering, what's a trade setup that I can get on Bitcoin? Well, if you pull up the Bollinger Bands and you look on the daily, you can see that Bitcoin did break down below the 20 SMA 2 different times, but created a higher low on 2 different candles. You can see it right here, created a high, the low right here, and then you can see right here, making a higher low right here. And we haven't broken down from this particular candle, and this could be the bullish setup for us getting into a trade as long as we don't break below these levels. And even if we did, guys, even if we did go down to this level and we ended up bouncing, that would be a super entry, getting into a trade at 97.5 or even close to it. But if we just start breaking out and we actually start sliding up on the top of the band, then guys, it could be any day now that we start getting to $127,000 per Bitcoin. Now, you're thinking, okay, all the eyes are on Bitcoin. But guys, you have to understand following the money. So where do you think traditional finance is going to start dumping, just flooding all of their liquidity into what? They're going to go into Ethereum. These traditional finance, TradFi institutions with their archaic systems that they've been using for years and years and years that are outdated, they're ready to update. They're ready to scale. They're ready to get access to this liquidity. And so what we're seeing play out in real time is data on the ETFs. We've been telling you guys this for weeks now, that the ETFs for Ethereum started off slow. It was the same with Bitcoin. It was the same process with Bitcoin, where we had a slow start, but then once it kicked off, that's what brought Bitcoin to its all-time highs. And it's just so apparent now to me that this is going to be the next trade. It's going to be the next thing that just pumps. And historically, Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin in the bull run, in the bull markets. So you can see here we've had basically like the historic inflows into the Ethereum ETF, and this is spot ETF where we have 332 million, we have 428 million, which is what would have been one of the highest inflows to date, and this was on the 5th. And you can see there hasn't been much sell pressure. It's just mainly been a lot of inflows for the Ethereum ETF. Now, if I was a betting man, which we're in crypto, so of course we are. We're kind of, we're all degenerates, at heart, being in crypto, and have a pretty damn good risk tolerance. But I think what's happening here is that it's going to be just like Bitcoin. Like, Ethereum is going to do this parabolic run, and everyone has been so bearish on Ethereum. And I'm thinking to myself, do you guys not understand that it's the easiest play for the institutions to get into the next thing? It just makes so much sense to me. So if you guys if you want to check this out and keep track of this, you just go to farside.co.uk or just type in, ETF inflows, and then you'll find this website. Start to track how much is actually going and flowing into Bitcoin. You can see we have massive inflows here, 597, over $500 million flowing into the ETF for Bitcoin. And then for Ethereum, the same thing. I mean, it's pacing. It's basically getting close to the pace of Bitcoin. So I'm super bullish right now, guys. I mean, Bitcoin right now basically is breaking out. I mean, it's past 100. It's about to get back to 102,000. I think we're actually going to have a really nice, tick up towards January 20th. We might even get to this target of 127,000, which would be amazing. You guys would be making so much money, especially if you would be getting into any type of trades that end up breaking out of this ascending wedge, which is so crazy because a lot of the times this is bearish. I mean, it could potentially break down to the downside, and if it did, I'd be watching for, these wicks. Watch out for these wicks, 92,000, 94,000, any of these previous support levels, that we hit. And just watch for what's so crazy is that now where Bitcoin is, there's no resistance. There's basically no resistance at these points. Is because this is the highest we've ever gotten. So this is just the time to be in crypto, guys. It's just it is the best industry that you could possibly be in, to be having access to some of the best liquidity in the world, because that is essentially what Bitcoin is. It's just massive liquidity. ETH has tons of liquidity, and the TradFi, they know this, and BlackRock knows this, and they have been just bullish long on both Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if you guys are wanting to make any trades, you're wanting to go into this market, definitely use the links in the description. All the things that we use and the links that are in there offer really amazing bonuses. If you deposit, $100, say, into COINFLARE, you're going to get up to $20 to $50 USDT to be able to trade. And the same thing with all the other links in the description. You'll be able to get really nice bonuses. But this is just the time to basically be alive, to witness the revolution of our financial system, because that's ultimately what this is. It is a massive revolution of basically, it's the future. This is where we're going. So I hope you guys are with me. I hope you're sticking with it. And I've just been really excited to be doing this stuff. And it's been really awesome to be in Dubai and, hanging out with Crypto Kid, Carl, Mr. M. Got a chance to, hang out with Da Vinci. We saw Maria Anderson. We met all kinds of new people. So it's just been a lot of fun. And I hope you guys would even, could just consider just maybe even starting your own crypto company or starting something. Maybe you already have your own business or company that hasn't really dived into crypto, and this is just the place to be, guys. It's just, you want to follow the money, you want to follow the trend. The trend is your friend till the end. And the thing about crypto is that I don't see it ending anytime soon. So keep following the trends, guys. Keep following this channel. Keep following all the people that, that we've been collaborating with. Follow the big channels. Follow the people that have been through these cycles multiple times, because these guys know, And so now we're becoming one of those guys that we've been through the cycles. We understand the pattern recognition, and it's just very important to just stay focused, stay locked in. And if you do, you guys will not be disappointed. You will not regret it, and you guys will be in Valhalla with the rest of us. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video tonight, and I will see you on the next update. Peace.